In this video, we will present a concise review of the new Nikon Z 70-180mm f2.8 lens and compare it against Nikon's other two Z mid-range zoom lenses. There are links to all mentioned lenses in the description section below. I have traveled extensively all over the world and shoot in all lighting conditions, rarely using a tripod, so lens speed and weight are critical to me. My primary camera is a Nikon Z7 II. For the past 4 years, my go-to lens has been the Nikkor Z 24-200mm f4 to 6.3 VR. I love its size and weight and have found it plenty sharp, but it is not ideal for low light conditions. So last year, I purchased Nikon's stellar Z 70-200mm f2.8 VRS. This is the ultimate lens for low light work and is incredibly sharp. However, it is a beast, more than double the weight and length of my 24-200. So it's fine when I am close to my base, be it home, hotel, ship, or rental car. But when it's just me and my camera bag off for the day, hiking city or woods, it sadly gets left behind. That's where Nikon's new Nikkor Z 70-180mm f2.8 comes in. It beautifully combines the best attributes of these other two lenses, the speed of the beast and the carry-friendly size of the 24-200. It also is roughly half the price of the 70-200 f2.8. So it's this new lens that has replaced my 24-200 f4 to 6.3 and is now my go-anywhere lens. Do I miss the wider angle range of the zoom given it is 70-180 versus 24-200? Not really, because the second lens in my bag is always the Nikkor Z 14-30mm f4S. Plus I am nearly always shooting at max zoom. Do I miss the extra 20mm on the other end? I do, but I can easily make up for it with a little extra cropping. Nikon Z 70-180mm f2.8, while it is missing the optical stabilization built into the other two lenses, all full-frame Z series cameras have 5-axis in-body VR, so handheld low-light work at slow shutter speeds is still possible. One other important benefit of the new 70-180. It is fully compatible with the Z series 2x and 1.4x teleconverters. This is not the case with the 24-200mm lens. Let's walk through some sample images of each lens. These photos are taken of a mural and memorial on the side of a Coast Guard auxiliary station. As might be expected, the much more expensive 70-200 f2.8 looks ever so slightly sharper than the 70-180. And the color rendition is just a hair more vivid. But I am really splitting hairs here because the differences are minuscule. Here are a few more images that compare the output of these two mid-range zoom lenses. The following three handheld low-light images are of a no-wake sign about 300 feet away and are cropped roughly 5x. They were shot at ISO 400, max zoom, and widest aperture. It is hard to tell the difference between the image shot with the 70-180 lens versus the 70-200 lens in this video. But on my computer screen, the 70-200 is a hair sharper. My original 24-200mm lens simply could not manage a clear shot under these low-light conditions due to the much lower shutter speed required by the higher f6.3 aperture. So, what are my recommendations? If you are an on-the-go shooter living out of a small camera bag like me, then the 70-180 f2.8 is the clear choice. When paired with the Nikkor Z 14-30mm f4S, you have it all covered in a light, compact, and reasonably priced package. If money is no object, then add the 70-200 f2.8, East for those moments when size and weight are not an issue. It does give you a slightly better handheld low-light performance due to the built-in image stabilization, and as I've said, also appears to be a hair sharper under those rare extreme crop conditions. The only reason to consider the 24-200 lens, my original go-to lens, which I should add gave me many years of good service, is if you only want to carry a single lens. It is nearly at the same price at this point as the 70-180 f2.8, weighs only a smidgen less, and is inferior, as we've discussed, in low-light situations. See the links to each of these lenses in the description section. If you find this video useful, please like and subscribe. Happy shooting!